Let me tell you something every woman needs to hear. Because love is not confusing, people are confusing. Love is clear. When a man truly loves you, you will not have to guess. You won't be lying awake at night asking yourself, does he really care about me? Because real love does not create anxiety, it creates security. A man who truly loves you shows up, not when it's convenient, not when he's bored, not when he's afraid of losing you, but because he wants to be there. He doesn't make excuses, he makes effort, he doesn't disappear, he communicates, and he doesn't play games because he knows your heart is not a toy. See, when a man truly loves you, he protects your peace, not just your body. He respects your feelings, even when he doesn't understand them, and he listens, not just to reply, but to learn. A man who loves you will claim you, not secretly, not halfway, not let's see where this goes. He will let the world know this woman matters to me. He won't rush you, but he also won't waste your time, because a man in love knows the value of a good woman, and he's not willing to lose her due to laziness or fear. And here's the most important part. Listen closely. When a man truly loves you, he becomes consistent. His words match his actions, his promises turn into results, and his love feels steady, not shaky. If you're always confused, if you're always crying, if you're always questioning your worth, that's not love. That's a lesson. Because the right man will never make you feel like you are asking for too much. He'll make you realize you are asking the wrong person. And when a man truly loves you, you won't have to beg. You won't have to chase. You won't have to shrink. You'll simply feel chosen. Real love brings clarity, not confusion. When a man truly loves you, you won't have to guess where you stand or overthink every word, every silence, or every delay. Love in its pure form is not a puzzle you're constantly trying to solve. It does not leave you questioning your worth or replaying conversations in your head late at night. Instead, real love settles your spirit. It feels calm, grounded, and certain, even when life itself is uncertain. When a man truly loves you, his presence feels reassuring, not stressful. You don't feel the need to chase his attention or compete for his time. He doesn't make you feel like you're asking for too much just because you want honesty, consistency, or reassurance. His love shows up in a way that allows you to breathe. You feel safe being yourself because you know you are not being judged, tested, or measured against someone else. There is a sense of emotional stability that comes from knowing you matter without having to prove it. Confusion often comes from mixed signals. One day he's present, the next day he's distant. One moment he promises you the world, the next moment he goes silent. That emotional push and pull creates anxiety, not love. When a man truly loves you, his behavior doesn't keep changing depending on his mood. His words and actions align. What he says today still holds weight tomorrow. You don't feel like you're walking on eggshells, afraid that one wrong sentence will make him pull away. Instead, there is openness, honesty, and a willingness to talk things through. Real love creates emotional safety. You feel comfortable expressing your feelings without fear of being dismissed, ignored, or mocked. You can say, "This hurt me," and instead of becoming defensive, he listens. He may not always agree, but he respects your emotions. That respect builds trust, and trust is the foundation of peace. You don't feel the need to suppress your feelings just to keep the relationship going, because love should never require you to silence yourself. When love is real, your nervous system can relax. You're not constantly on edge, waiting for the next argument, the next disappointment, or the next disappearance. You're not checking your phone every few minutes, wondering why he hasn't replied. You're not reading between the lines of every message, searching for hidden meanings. His communication is clear. If he's busy, he tells you. If something is wrong, he talks about it. If he cares, you feel it without needing constant reassurance. Clarity in love also means consistency. A man who truly loves you doesn't treat you well only when it's convenient. His care doesn't disappear during difficult times. He shows up when life gets messy, when emotions run high, and when things aren't perfect. That consistency builds a sense of security. You know you can rely on him, not because he says you can, but because his actions have proven it over time. Many people confuse intensity with love. The highs and lows, the drama, the emotional roller coaster can feel exciting at first, but they are exhausting in the long run. Real love doesn't keep you in a constant state of emotional chaos. It doesn't make you feel anxious or unsure about your place in someone's life. Instead, it feels steady. It may not always be dramatic, but it is dependable. It brings peace, not panic. When a man truly loves you, you feel emotionally safe to grow. You're not afraid that becoming stronger, more confident, or more independent will push him away. His love doesn't shrink you. It supports you. You don't feel like you have to lower your standards or expectations just to keep him. Instead, you feel encouraged to be your best self, knowing his love is not fragile or conditional. True love shows up with effort and consistency. It is not loud promises made in emotional moments, and it is not big words spoken just to impress. Real love reveals itself in what a man does repeatedly, even on ordinary days when there is nothing special happening. When a man truly loves you, you don't have to remind him of your importance. He demonstrates it through his presence, his reliability, and the way he chooses you again and again. Effort is one of the clearest signs of real love. A man who cares does not wait to be chased or pushed into action. He wants to talk to you, to see you, to understand you. He makes time, not excuses. Even when life is busy, he communicates instead of disappearing. He lets you know what is happening rather than leaving you in silence. This effort does not feel forced or temporary. It is natural because his feelings are real, and real feelings always find a way to show themselves. Consistency is what separates genuine love from empty attention. Anyone can be kind once or romantic when it suits them. Anyone can show interest at the beginning, but a man who truly loves you stays steady. His behavior does not change depending on his mood, your availability, or how much attention he is getting elsewhere. He treats you with the same respect on a difficult day as he does on a good one. You don't feel like, you are dating different versions of the same person. You know what to expect, and that predictability creates emotional safety. Communication is another powerful sign of true love. A man who loves you does not leave you guessing about his intentions or his feelings. He talks things through instead of avoiding them. When there is a misunderstanding, he addresses it rather than running away. When something bothers him, he expresses it respectfully. And when something bothers you, he listens. Communication does not mean constant texting or talking all day. It means clarity, honesty, and openness. It means you are not left in the dark wondering why he suddenly went quiet. Keeping his word is where love becomes visible. Promises mean nothing if they are not followed by action. A man who truly loves you understands that trust is built when words are backed up by behavior. If he says he will call, he calls. If he says he will be there, he shows up. If he commits to something, he honors it. He does not make you feel foolish for believing him. Over time, this reliability allows you to relax because you know you can depend on him. There are no constant excuses in real love. Life happens, plans change, and mistakes can be made, but a loving man takes responsibility instead of hiding behind explanations. He does not blame work, stress, or circumstances every time he falls short. When he messes up, he acknowledges it and tries to do better. That accountability shows maturity and respect. It tells you that your feelings matter and that the relationship matters. Disappearing acts have no place in true love. A man who truly loves you does not vanish when things get uncomfortable. He does not go silent to punish you or avoid responsibility. He stays present even during conflict, even during uncertainty. He understands that love requires showing up not just when it feels good, but when it feels hard. His presence during difficult moments strengthens the bond rather than weakening it. When actions match words, you feel secure. You are not constantly analyzing his behavior or trying to decode his intentions. You don't feel the need to lower your expectations or accept inconsistency just to keep him around. His love gives you confidence, not doubt. You feel valued because he proves it consistently, not because he says it once in a while. True love does not come and go. It does not burn hot and disappear. It is steady, intentional, and reliable. It shows up in the small things, in the follow-through, in the everyday effort that says, I care. And when a man truly loves you, his consistency speaks louder than any promise ever could. A loving man protects your peace and respects you, not just when it is easy, but especially when it matters most. His love does not add chaos to your life or leave you emotionally drained. Instead, it brings a sense of calm, stability, and balance. You don't feel like you are constantly fighting to be understood or valued. His presence feels safe, and his intentions feel genuine because respect is at the core of how he treats you. When a man truly respects you, he listens, not in a distracted way, not while waiting for his turn to speak, but with real attention and care. He wants to understand your thoughts, your feelings, and your experiences. When you talk, you feel heard, not dismissed or minimized. Even if he doesn't I agree, he acknowledges your perspective. He doesn't mock your emotions or tell you that you are overreacting. Instead, he recognizes that your feelings are valid simply because they are yours. Valuing your feelings means he is mindful of how his actions affect you. He thinks before he speaks, and he considers how his behavior might impact your emotional well-being. He does not intentionally say or do things that hurt you and then brush them off as jokes or misunderstandings. If something he does causes you pain, he does not become defensive or turn the blame on you. He takes responsibility, apologizes when necessary, and makes an effort to do better. That willingness to care about your emotions builds trust and deepens connection. A man who protects your peace does not thrive on drama. He does not create unnecessary conflict or emotional turbulence just to feel powerful or in control. He understands that love should be a place of rest, not stress. He chooses calm conversations over shouting matches and solutions over arguments. When disagreements arise, he focuses on resolving the issue rather than winning. His goal is not to overpower you, but to move forward together with understanding and respect. Claiming you openly is another sign of a loving and respectful man. He does not keep you hidden or make you feel like a secret. He is proud to be with you and has no problem letting others know where he stands. You are not introduced as just a friend or kept away from important parts of his life. He integrates you into his world because he values you and wants you to feel secure in the relationship. That openness removes doubt and reassures you that his intentions are serious. Respect also shows in how he handles your vulnerability. When you open your heart, he treats it with care. He does not use your weaknesses against you during arguments or throw your past mistakes in your face. He does not manipulate your emotions or play with your feelings to get what he wants. Your heart is not a game to him, and your trust is not something he takes lightly. He understands that emotional intimacy is a responsibility, not a weapon. A loving man does not test you to see how much you will tolerate. He does not push boundaries just to see if you will stay. He does not disappear, reappear, and keep you guessing as a way to maintain control. Instead, he is steady and respectful, creating a relationship where you feel secure rather than anxious. You are not constantly questioning his loyalty or intentions because his behavior leaves little room for doubt. Protecting your peace also means supporting your growth. He does not feel threatened by your strength, your goals, or your independence. He encourages you to be your best self and stands beside you as you grow. He respects your boundaries, your time, and your individuality. His love does not require you to shrink or sacrifice your well-being to keep him comfortable. You never have to beg the right man. Love, in its truest form, does not require you to plead for attention, affection, or basic respect. When a man is right for you, he does not need convincing to treat you well. He does not need reminders to show care or pressure to stay consistent. His desire to be with you is clear, and his actions reflect that clarity without you having to fight for it. Begging often begins when love feels uncertain, and you start explaining your worth, overgiving, or accepting less than you deserve just to keep someone close. You wait longer than you should, hoping things will change, hoping he will finally see your value. But the truth is, the right man never needs to be persuaded to choose you. He recognizes what you bring to his life, and he steps forward willingly, not reluctantly. If love feels painful or constantly confusing, it is not a sign of depth or passion. Pain is not proof of love, and confusion is not romance. Those feelings are lessons, teaching you what does not align with you and what you should never have to tolerate. Real love does not leave you anxious or insecure. It does not make you question your worth or feel like you are always one mistake away from being abandoned. The right man makes you feel chosen without forcing you to compete or prove yourself. You do not feel like an option or a backup plan. You feel like a priority. He chooses you in his words and, more importantly, in his actions. He shows up, follows through, and makes it clear that you matter to him. You do not have to guess where you stand because his behavior leaves no room for doubt. Feeling valued means your presence is appreciated, not taken for granted. The right man notices your efforts and acknowledges your importance. He does not overlook your feelings or dismiss your needs. He treats you with care and consideration, understanding that love is built on mutual respect. You are not made to feel guilty for wanting consistency, honesty, or emotional support. Instead, those things are given freely. When a man is right for you, you feel enough as you are. You are not constantly trying to chew and yourself to fit his expectations or win his approval. You are not shrinking your personality, silencing your needs, or lowering your standards just to keep him interested. His love does not make you feel inadequate. It reassures you that you are already worthy without needing to perform or prove yourself. Confusing love often keeps you stuck in cycles of hope and disappointment. One moment you feel close, the next moment you feel distant. That instability can make you believe you need to try harder or give more. But real love does not operate on uncertainty. The right man does not keep you in emotional suspense. He offers stability, clarity, and a sense of emotional safety that allows you to relax and trust the relationship. Letting go of the need to beg is an act of self-respect. It is choosing to believe that love should meet you where you are, not require you to lose yourself. When you stop begging, you make space for the kind of love that is healthy and fulfilling. You allow yourself to walk away from what hurts and open your heart to what heals. The right man does not make you feel like you are asking for too much. He makes you realize you were simply asking the wrong person. His love feels natural, balanced, and secure. You feel chosen every day, not just when it is convenient. You feel valued for who you are, not for what you can provide. And you feel enough, not because he completes you, but because his love reminds you of your own worth. At the end of the day, real love is not complicated, painful, or confusing. It does not make you beg, chase, or question your worth. Real love brings clarity, consistency, respect, and peace. It shows up through effort, honest communication, and actions that match words. It protects your heart, values your feelings, and makes you feel chosen without forcing you to prove yourself. If a relationship is draining you, confusing you, or breaking your spirit, take it as a lesson, not a life sentence. You deserve a love that feels safe, steady, and real. Never settle for less than what your heart truly needs. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced real love or learned a powerful lesson from the wrong one? Comment below and share your thoughts. Your story might help someone else heal.